Support. Subscribe. Hey, so I wanted to start this Detroit Lions draft needs with a defensive tackle. And I wanted to start it off with Kalijah Kancey. And right here, he's going against Javontae Spraggins, who's a right guard and arguably a top 3 next year in the draft at his position. I wanted to highlight Tennessee because they really focused on him in this game. And they have a good offensive line. And we're also going to see highlights from Darnell Wright, who is arguably the best right tackle to come out this year's draft. And I know we could argue and we can go back and forth, but this is just my opinion. And I wanted to show you this, but I want to switch it up real fast, right? I want to show you a play against Darnell Wright, and I wanted to show you a move that is absolutely elite, and it's a double step swim technique, right? And not only am I going to show it to you, we're going to do it a few times, and I'm going to zoom in and we're going to square it, and I want to show you how he does this double step, and he takes his left hand and he'll place it on the hip, and we're going to zoom in and I'm going to show it to you. And when he does that, he will contain a 350-pound man with his speed and his power, use his right arm to pin their right arm, and when he blows past you, you will be flat-footed and your quarterback will be in trouble. So you can see right here, left hand on hip, right hand pins his right, and he is flat-footed. And I really want to show you guys and break it down. So we're going to show you specifically. I'm going to square it off real fast, and I just want to show you what I'm talking about. So if you can see this left hand on the hip, and he's going to throw this right hand, look at him pin that man's right arm, and look at his feet right there as he blows past. And he's going to apply pressure on Hendon Hooker. Now, one thing, I'm going to talk, and you guys can watch this film. It's about 8 minute long at Comeback Sports, but we really want to stand behind our opinions and break film down for you guys. And you know, I'm going to call this man, and everyone else does too, so it's not just my opinion. He's a baby Aaron Donald. And you know, he came from the same school as Aaron Donald, learned under the same people. He's the same exact size for the most part, almost same exact hands, same body weight. He's the same exact player. And you know, a lot of people said about Aaron Donald when he came out the draft, they said he was undersized. And you know, as Detroit Lions fans, we look at Brad Holmes, the man who drafted Aaron Donald. And I know he's met with the Rams, he's met with the Lions after that. But you know, people had just started talking about this man. And you're gonna see in these videos right here, it's not just about speed, it's about power too. He's gonna step around and man, look, he is going to hit this man so hard and push him into the quarterback, number 63. It disrupts the pass. Now, yes, he completed the pass. That's not his fault. But I want you guys to watch a one-step comeback and push him. The way this guard pulls right here, and 63 is just left with the task of trying to block Kalijah Kancey. It doesn't work. And he's 280 pounds, right? But I wanted to show some stats, you guys, this way while you watch some film. And he is one of the more double team guys. I mean, on Pittsburgh, you can double team him and kind of deal with the rest. They have a good defensive end, too, that's in this year's draft. I can't say his last name. It starts with the H, and I'm going to apologize for that. But, you know, Kalijah Kancey is 6 foot, 280 pounds. And when you talk about prospects, the grade and stuff like that, I mean, you got the eye test. If you're watching this video, this isn't all his film, but he's passing the eye test. This man's prospect grade was 6.39. His defensive tackle score breakdown in the combine, his production score was 77. Amongst defensive tackles, that was second. The athleticism score was a 94. That's first. His total overall score was an 82, and that ranks second. You're talking about a man with a 40-yard dash of 4.67, who is the fastest since 2003. And a lot of people don't talk about the 10-yard split, and I think that's very important when you talk about a defensive tackle in the running game and just how they move. And you'll see him come around in one of these plays. He'll completely come from the left side over to the right side. He'll miss the tackle, but he had him dead to rights. And that's the 10-yard split, and he did that in a 1.64. He was not on a lot of people's radars, I mean, as far as a first-round pick up until recently, if you guys know that. I mean, right before the combine, he started to take off. And, you know, I've been watching this guy for a while. You know, he's full of accolades. He's been good at every level. And Shane Schultz can tell you, another person, I called it on, I said, collect his cards is Jalen Hurts when he was a second-round pick by the Eagles. People were talking about Herbert, Burrow, you know, and they were all good. I'm not taking nothing from them. But when you win at all levels, when you win at Oklahoma, you win at Alabama, you know, you come adversity. You know, you're talking about a kid who was a first team All Florida pick from Miami. out of Northwestern High. His first year with the Panthers, he was redshirted. He played in one game and had no stats. His sophomore year, he played all 11 games, starting in the final four of them, with 27 tackles, 7 for a loss, 1.5 sacks, 2 pass breakups, third team Associated Press All American, and first team All ACC honors as a sophomore with a team high of 13 tackles for a loss, 7 sacks, 35 total tackles, and 14 starts. He was a first team AP All American and ACC Defensive Player of the Year as a junior. He was a finalist for the Nargowski, I apologize, and the Outland Trophies after leading the Panthers with 14.5 tackles for a loss, 7.5 sacks, and 11 starts with 31 total stops. So, this kid is amazing. Now you can watch the way he comes up. Look at the double team. They were so focused. You're talking about a team I think at one point that was ranked number 2, right? National championship. They were talking about they beat Alabama. I mean, a really competitive team that lost their quarterback. Watch this right here. Now watch, bam. Look at that. They say he's undersized. Speed equals power, and he's strong. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in his combine, he wasn't real super strong. But the way his technique will equal power. When you talk about, I don't care if, and people might laugh at this, martial arts or anything else. If you can find a way to make a man shift his weight, that's very important. I believe he's more of a 3 tech, a 5 tech, a 4 eye specific. I believe he could play some 4-3 defensive end. He's not your normal nose tackle. I'll give you guys that. But I think it's a guy that Alliance could utilize. I think he's a natural pass rusher. I think he has a very good skill. I think he just knows how to shed people, right? With his right arm. He knows how to do the swim technique. He has everything in his bag. And I think with Aaron Glenn, with Hutch on the corner, I think that he could really do a lot in the middle of the run game. I think with another fast defensive end, with a big nose tackle, and somebody with speed, the way he rushes, if you notice a lot of these defensive tackles, when they rush and they're like in that bull, like when they're in the trenches, they will look down or look at the guy. This guy's helmet, no matter if he's double teamed, if you watch his eyes, his helmet for the most part, he's always looking to where the quarterback is. The way he's burned 63, 75, and 76, look at this right here. The way he came over from the left to the right, he did miss the tackle. I'm not saying he didn't. I think Kalijah Cansey would be an amazing pick at 18. I don't think he would even be there. He might, though. But I think he would benefit the Lions. I think with Jalen Carter's mishaps on Pro Day. But I just wanted to take the time and thank everybody at Comeback Sports. And this is the wrap of Kalijah Cansey. Have a blessed day. Subscribe. Comeback Sports. Subscribe.